So, what is up? We are here for a new episode. Today, we are talking together, Dre and myself, because the other ones won't be here. But first, as a successful online coach, you need to have a blue light filter glass. So, Renee is not coming to the podcast today, and unfortunately also not in the future. Maybe if he got free or something, but his work schedule changed, and unfortunately he will not be able to attend the podcast every week. But I hope you guys don't find us boring just together. Next week gonna be podcast Costa with us, and if you want to support the channel, you can just click on follow and ring the bell, or what do they say every time? Like it, comment,
like
and subscribe. Yeah, do everything you can to support us, would be nice. And also you can buy pretty damn nice merchandise from Dre, so give him a message on Instagram, and I think the brand is called CAF, right?
Yeah, the compath or calf, yeah.
Yeah, what does CAF or CAF stand for?
So those are also my daughter's initials. So Chloe Aaliyah Fields, and then
Oh,
somebody
I
made a
didn't know.
brand with her initials just to just something to hold true to me, hold some, like the whole
For you, that has meaning.
yeah, it has a meaning. So my coaching brand runs up my coaching also runs off of that same thing, the compath coaching, which is calf again. So yeah, it's her. She mean a lot to me. So it kind of like me tying bodybuilding with her, two things I really love, and tying them together. Yeah.
Okay, but it has also another meaning, right? It's like it stands on the shirt, for example. What is the meaning? Like, is it? Man, you know it. It doesn't stand Chloe there. What
For the
does?
compath,
Yeah,
the compath.
it has a phrase, or
Oh, it got a couple phrases, yeah, but it got like the desire to inspired by the desire to inspire, so you can inspire others. You got it's multiple different phrases. You got another one that says our failure leads us to failures one day leads us to our future successes. So things like that, it kind of like little quotes that not only can we use in bodybuilding, but people can use everyday life too.
I got also a shirt from you that says brick x brick. So brick by
Brick by
brick,
brick,
building up
yeah,
everything.
we building,
I
yeah,
really like it.
100%
The fit is really nice, but we don't want to push too much of Drake's merch.
merchandise.
If you want
Yeah.
to see some stuff, just hit him up, and I really can recommend it. So also the pants are really nice. Um, all right, so as you guys remember, we talked about in the last episode that we're gonna train together legs in the old school gym that I just found 50 minutes ago. Not 50 minutes ago, so 50 minutes away. And as you guys already know, I was really like I was also a little bit nerved, or like I was a little bit pissed because I found it so late. I mean, I live here since 1 year, and I always complained how it's really hard to find good gyms in Germany, especially old school gyms. I mean, there are a few really good gyms all over Germany, but for example, in my area, also Frankfurt area, there are really a handful, or if even a handful of really good gyms, and not everything is. And when it's an old school gym, most things are like rusty and dirty and don't functional as well. But in the gym we visited here, it was pretty nice, pretty clean
Very
all
good.
over.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but still really old machines, and also machines that I did not even heard of before. So
100%. Yeah, I really enjoyed the gym too.
I'm
I
gonna
appreciate
do
you inviting.
cardio now.
Okay. I really enjoy being able to go to the gym. Like you said, the equipment was very old school, very nice equipment you didn't see a lot. And like me and Stefan talked while we were there, like the gym is very well taken care of. And it like you said, it is hard to find old school bodybuilding gyms. Like most of the gyms in Germany that like places you travel are very commercialized. Like not really a
Yes.
lot of old school, like heavy metal, pictures on the wall type gyms.
Yeah,
And I think a
and
lot of
also,
it, like even traveling around Europe, you don't see a lot of that too unless you go to like some major cities that have it.
but maybe
Like
you
most,
also just don't know. I
maybe
mean,
so.
some gyms are famous, but
Yeah,
famous gyms are not always the best gyms. This is
100%.
also the case. I mean, it's social media. You guys know
Yeah,
how it works. Not every time the best product gets the most attention,
yes.
but some gyms are really good with big attention, and some are not. And
Yeah,
maybe we just miss.
we did find one maybe like 15 minutes from our house. But when we tried to go check it out, they had like some festival and it was like horrible. Like we had to take all these back roads because to get to the gym, the festival was blocking the road. So I was just like, oh, I'm never driving here again. So and it's only like 15 minutes away from my house. So maybe I should try it
Try
again
it
because I know
again.
I look at pictures and it's like they got old school equipment, they got like old school hack squat, they got like all of this stuff. So I think I need to just go try it out again.
I tried a few machines today. I did train back, and the T-bar row it really fits my physique. I think because I'm
Yeah.
short, most T-bar rows I can't really use, but here I can really push myself without
Hmm.
like standing on the heels on the ah my English today is a little bit rusty.
Standing on the toes.
The toes, this
Yeah, the
part.
toes. Yeah, yeah.
So at the old Gym 80 machines or something, I really need to push myself up to get a good angle. But with this one it was nice. And also I found a pullover machine that fits my height as well. Man, I'm a
Like
lucky
the one with
guy.
the elbow pull-up
No,
machine.
I first thought when I was there with Dima that it was a tricep extension machine. There's
Hmm.
a triangle here and you can
Yeah.
really just go here.
Ah, yeah.
It's
That's nice.
also, and you might know the Gym 80 machines. They also
Hmm.
have in McFit also a pullover machine, but this one is more lying, and the one I tried today was standing, or like
Okay.
seated, not standing, seated, and
Yeah. Okay.
we're really upright and pulling this here down. So I will try that one for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I really
Maybe I had to
love
come back for a
trying new
back day
equipment,
next time.
man.
Yeah. Maybe I come back for a back day next time.
Bro, we're gonna train back. I also found a new chest press that I like, so I'm just testing around the equipment. But I
Hmm.
will most likely stick to one to the machines I like after I tried everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
100%.
if you always change, you can't really see the progress.
Yeah.
Or when you're in prep, you can't really tell. Okay, am I getting stronger? Am I not? Am I getting weaker? So
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm excited too. That we kind of move the prep time up for me too. Like I told Verena as soon as I got home, like me and Stephen talking, I'm gonna compete in the spring.
yeah.
I'm so excited. Like so, I'm ready to get to it. Like I think I'm gonna be even more mentally prepared. Like this upcoming one. Like usually I am pretty mentally prepared and ready to go, but I think I'm gonna be even more mentally prepared because I know like this is the first time we actually did a somewhat a year off season or longer. Like I think it'll be 14 months off season. So I feel like we put on some good muscle. So I'm excited to
It's
see.
still a long time
Yeah, I know it's
to
still we
start
still got
prep.
8 more
So
months.
if you want
Yeah.
to compete next spring, you're gonna start in seven
November.
7 months or so. It depends on
Yeah,
your.
like I said, like November, December, yeah.
It really depends on your look and how much body
Yeah.
fat you're holding. But at this point, it's cool. Everything is
Yeah.
like equal. Like I said, in
Hmm.
person you have more body fat around the midsection right now, but it's still small because you have like a VESP mixed midsection.
Yeah.
Everything is growing, so um, I also think you had enough progress in the
Yeah.
off season, but it
Yeah.
also depends on where you want to compete. Not
Yeah.
sure if you're gonna turn pro at a normal pro qualifier in men's physique,
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
I mean those guys are really big as well. You can't
They
really.
are. They really are.
I mean, some guys are even bigger in the upper body at the pro rank than classic physique pros. So it's. I mean, they have the weight cap at the pros, but not at the amateurs. So,
Yeah.
for example, if I'm not able to make weight in 3 weeks, I'm just gonna compete in men's physique because I have no weight cap there. Why not?
And your men's physique, your shape look great for men's physique too, though.
Yeah.
Your shape look good. Yeah.
Man, I really, bro, I made fun of it the last years because I also sometimes stand like a men's physique guy, just looking aesthetic and relaxed, you know, in the background, the back lineup or so. And I every year I prep, I realize, okay, I might look good in the poses, you know, I might look good, and I just for fun put up the photo and put the board shots over it. But like a few days ago, I tried the board shots myself.
Yeah.
Since month, I mean, I have some. I mean, I quite have a lot at home. So if anybody's interested, I ship them. I have so much. I have like 200 or so. I don't really push it too much. I really have like 150, 200. A lot. 3 different colors. Different sizes from small to extra large or what. Hit me up.
Yeah, put a little picture.
Why not?
But I think you'll do well though. Like just looking at your shape, you know, your shape look good, and like I said, you still have a small waist. Like your waist is very tapered, especially compared to like your shoulders and stuff.
Yeah, but it's still wide at this point. So
I'm saying, but you know, it's all about.
I know how it could look at the end.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I kind of get. I really am struggling every day if I should compete or not with the men's physique. And I also talked to my wife, to my coach, and my coach says, okay, let's wait 1 to 2 weeks before you register. And I don't know. I don't know. Because I will, in 3 weeks, I won't be peeled in the glutes. Yeah. No way.
Yeah, they're gonna be
no way.
It's gonna be hard.
No way. I might look similar to the version I brought last year, but way bigger. But not conditioned enough to win a pro qualifier.
So how many kilos were you when you competed last year?
Around 70.
So what you at now, like 73?
I was competing at the lightweight category every single contest.
What are you now, 73?
At the moment,
77.
Today I had 87.5.
87?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that.
And not too fat. Not too fat.
Yeah. You put on a lot of size though.
But
that's a lot of size
for a good showing, in my opinion. But I think my coach is more optimistic than I am.
Yeah.
And so this is mainly the reason I really consider doing men's physique, because I just don't want to embarrass myself again to have soggy glutes on stage.
And you know you hear from Costner.
Can't do it, man. maybe next day I'm gonna compete at DBFV Berlin Championship. Just for fun, because Dimo wants to compete there. We're just gonna.
Are we gonna get Demo on the podcast?
Huh?
Are we gonna get Demo on the podcast?
Not sure. Maybe. I will talk.
We do have someone next week, right?
Yeah. A figure pro. Yeah. Let's see if it still stands. I did an appointment with her about 4 weeks ago or more. Yeah. But still in Spain, so let's see. Yeah.
I follow her. She looks insane though.
Bro, crazy physique. Physique.
It looks insane.
I saw her popping up a year ago or what, when she turned pro, and she grew a lot. I think she's also short, and it just looks.
Her arms are huge.
I also think that for a shorter figure girl, you need to put on more muscle with a small waist to be really competitive against taller women.
A taller one. Yeah.
Same in bodybuilding. I mean, they increase the weight limits for every classic category, but the smaller athletes, the shorter athletes, I should say, got more weight.
Yeah, they did like 11 to 13 pounds, I think, because I know the taller ones only got like 8 to 9, and the other ones got like 11 to 13, I think.
I can tell you in kilograms. I think my weight cap before was 83.5 or 0.2 or something. 73 or 73.5 or so. And now they bumped it up to 75.7. So I got over 2 kilos more, like 2.5.
So they're like you're like 5. They're like 6 pounds.
Yeah,
5, 6 pounds.
almost
Yeah.
5 pounds, I think. It's crazy,
Yeah, that's insane. That's a lot of weight though when it's
bro.
muscle.
Just imagine chicken breast. Just
Yeah.
chicken breast. 200 grams. Put it on the arm, and imagine 5 kilos or 5 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot. Yeah.
I really think when I really get the weight filled out, peeled as fuck, this won't happen this year. But if I'm gonna be really big,
Yeah.
I
I
really
think so
gonna
too.
be big.
I'm saying just looking at your check-ins, like I'm looking at your check-in, I can definitely see the difference from like you definitely look more full, like your frame more filled out than last year. Like when I
Finally,
came, yeah, your
bro,
frame look a
finally.
lot more filled out.
It took me like 13 years,
Yeah,
and I'm still not at the weight cap, guys. I'm still not at the weight cap. But it also just I always question myself if it's even necessary to fill out the weight cap. So I really don't think that you need to if you look good. But I'm still not 100% convinced if it's enough. But are you ever? I mean, Costa also told he's always going into the shows like with his head down and he gonna win. But I kind of question it. I think it's a bad thing to question if you're gonna win or not.
yeah.
But
'Cause we don't know who's gonna show up.
you never know.
Yeah, you don't know who's gonna show up
But
and how they gonna show up.
can you ever be happy with the look you have if you always work on it and always it's not good enough? Will you ever reach the point? I don't think so.
Also, I think Costa and Lord made a good point last year. Is like last time is just talking about like you gotta have a mindset that you're just trying to be better than you were the last time.
Yeah, that's
Like if you
what I'm
keep
focusing on.
Yeah, if you
For
keep
sure.
that mindset, you always win because maybe we don't win a competition, but we definitely beat ourselves. We definitely set ourselves up, and I feel like this every time we go through prep, when we go through it fully and locked in the whole time, that just sets it up for the next prep to be even better. Like for us to have a better showing next time. And I saw that from my first time the first year competing, and then we did a 6 month bulk. We did a 6 month, not necessarily a bulk, but a 6 month of a food increase, and increase. And then we did another prep, and I just compared the first one to my second one. So now I feel like, okay, I burnt all my fat off, and then I'm going through this off season where I'm building, like, add more food and stuff too, and doing my cardio and going as far as I can in my workouts, my training, and then now I feel like my next prep will be even better. So I keep setting myself up better.
This is
Eventually,
best case scenario.
yeah, eventually, it gonna have to be a time where I don't know when that time is. It could be 2 years from now. It could be next year. It can be 5 years from now or 10 years from now. But if I'm willing to keep putting in the work and keep showing up, I think eventually
Yeah.
that pro card will come.
This
And
is
I see success in other areas too.
this is also what I'm thinking about. Of course, you want to win and get the first spot and the overall title and the pro card and win the pro show and everything. But at the end, you can only do what you can do, and a lot of athletes have this all or nothing mentality. I mean, it's a good thing, but if you go all in for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, there's a big possibility that you burn out mentally. Because you're just limiting yourself. Not everybody is limiting their self with bodybuilding, but if you want to live in the box and really go all in, really put away all distractions, just live in your basement, do your cardio, do your training, no social life, just going to work, or you burn out.
Yeah, I don't think it worth it in that sense. Like
You
I
have,
don't think
you
it.
have
I don't think it.
examples. Jay
Yeah,
Cutler, Marcus Ruhl.
yeah. I'm saying that. Yeah, they did it. I'm saying I also think it was a different time too for them to do it. Like uh, I also think that maybe bodybuilding wasn't as supported then as it is now. I think bodybuilding is a lot more supported now too. But I also think that we also live in a different mental state of mind, like overall versus compared to when they were too. I think they were more mentally strong. They had less obvious distractions than we did too.
No social
So
media, no real
yeah,
internet.
Yeah, 100%. So I think I honestly don't think it's worth it to like shut off the whole world, but because what if you don't get that what if you shut off everything, you don't get, that one thing you were searching for, How do you feel after that? Do you feel
This is
like do you feel
yeah,
regret, or do you
yeah,
feel like you wasted on everything
yeah.
else? And I'm pretty sure that'll hurt a lot to like go for that long and shut everything and everybody off, and then you show up and it's not even good enough. I think you should still have that communication going, because those are still people who support you and uplift you in the time you're going through prep and everything. Because prep is not, it can be kind of tough sometimes.
You had a really good point.
Yeah.
What is after bodybuilding
For me,
in general? What is after? There's another life,
yeah,
and
you still got your,
really,
your regular life. You got your family, you got your friends, you got all of that stuff.
if you're
Like,
acting like a dick while you're in the bubble, maybe you don't
yeah,
have anymore. This is the
100%.
point, because
Yeah.
I mean, not if you go all in only, but in general, if your whole life, if, like, is
Center,
circling
if
around
it's yeah,
bodybuilding,
yeah, yeah.
it's, you guys know I'm doing cardio with a more higher heart rate, and my brain capacity is going down with every minute, but I will try to make it happen, because we want to do the podcast, but I also want to do cardio because I'm in prep and don't want to have a soggy ass on stage, like I said. But yeah. So,
Yeah.
if your only surrounding is bodybuilding and you're really focusing on it, it's a good thing. But at the end, you build the muscle, and there is, if you don't die too early, there is a life after bodybuilding, because at some point, health or life or like age comes in your way, and you will lose the muscle. Maybe you don't lose all of the muscle, but at some point you lose the muscle, and you really should not have a plan B, but think about, okay, what I'm able to do after I stopped.
Yeah,
I think it's
I agree. 'Cause I feel like a lot of people do use, not a lot of people, but some people do use prep as a reason to be a butthole to other people. Like
yeah.
me, like when I go to work, I just let them know, like, yo, I explain to everybody, like, yo, I'm in prep. Could I just like eat my food before, you ask me something? Like,
Yeah.
I think communicating with people is most important too. Like when being on prep, like you got to tell people what's going on, because you got people that never understood it. Like
Yes.
when I work in the office and nobody ever understood prep, they didn't know what it was, and then I explained it to them. They're like, oh, so you're gonna be like hungrier and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
like,
that's not the
and
problem.
like I'm gonna be more tired and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I explained it to them, and I don't want to be a dick. I don't want to be a dickhead to them, because they are still human beings and stuff like that. I still should treat them with respect and stuff like that. And plus, I also have to remember that I brought prep up on myself. Like it ain't just
Yes.
something I had to like put.
Nobody
I
forced you.
had to do to live. Yeah, I brought it up on myself, so they shouldn't have to suffer because of something I choose to do. I shouldn't, be rude to them just because I chose to do prep and stuff like that. So I think people need to get their character in check too while in prep
Yes.
and while
Yes.
doing bodybuilding, to understand that, yo, it's something you choose for yourself. You still got to treat other people like human beings with respect.
Communication, like you said, is the
Yeah.
point. If you brief everybody in your surrounding, at your work, at your school, at your job, at your but you, I mean, with everybody you are meeting. If you tell them, okay, this is the situation, this is gonna happen. At some point, I just maybe get more quiet. There's also two options every time, because you get angry in prep faster. You get annoyed faster. It is
Yeah.
it is what it is. Of course, everybody is different, but almost everybody gets annoyed, struggles, and has their own demons in their head, maybe. But you can always choose to talk or to shut up.
Yeah.
And before you say something that you might regret afterwards, you should just shut up, leave
Think
the
about it.
situation, think about 5 to 10 minutes over it, and then come back and solve the problem like an adult, and talk with the people without emotions. Like, I mean, of course, some situations require emotions, but it's important to just not let your your anger get over you, and yeah, you talk to people not the way you should.
Yeah, because it's still like you said, we still got a life to live after this, and like you don't want prep to be a reason why you can't like why you break up a friendship with somebody like that really cares about you or something like that. Like
Yes.
it's way more than that. And like I said, just communicating. Like I have friends, and I tell them like, yo, I'm not going to do anything with you at this time. Like,
Yeah.
but as soon as I'm done with prep and stuff like that, I will like hang out with you. Like we can still get on the phone. We can still like talk and stuff like that. If you want to go eat, yeah, I'll probably go eat with you. But I'm probably gonna bring my food with you. Like
Yes.
Verena's
Yeah.
parents always they like to go eat, and we go with them, and I just bring my food. And they always make sure to get a restaurant that will warm my food up for me. Like that's how we do it. Like I take my food, they get somebody to warm it up for
Yeah.
me, and then we all eat together.
I
You know?
also, I mean, I prepped a lot, a few preps I had in the past, but every time I prepped and I was seeing friends, they knew what's up because I did it a few times before.
Yeah.
And I met with them, played billiard or whatever, or just hang around. And after that, they went to McDonald's or ate a pizza or something, and I just went with them and had my food with me.
Yeah.
You can
It's
be
easy.
social,
Yeah.
but is really socializing eating the same food with
No,
other
it's not.
people, or is it maybe just hanging around, eating together, enjoying a good time?
Yeah, but I can also understand too why some people might not want to socialize. But like for me, like if I'm a socialize, I like to if I plan to socialize with somebody, I like to have it like planned ahead. Like I don't want it to be last minute. Like I want to
I
know
can't do that
because I need
last
to
minute.
know. Huh?
I can't do it last minute.
Yeah, I need to know exactly what I need to prepare because
Yes,
are we
how
gonna
long
like,
we gotta be away? When?
yeah, yeah. I need to know all of that so I can know like, okay, how many meals do I need to take? Because like like, do I need to skip certain things throughout the day so I have the energy to hang out and stuff
Yeah,
like that? Because
yeah.
being social can also be like draining sometimes, depending on how
It is.
social.
At the end
Yeah,
of prep, everything is draining.
yeah,
You want to go to the toilet? Oh shit, man. You first need to stand up, then you need
yeah,
to walk a
fact.
few steps.
Yeah.
And then, bro, sitting down after leg day is no joke.
It is not.
So-
It is not.
I know not everybody here competes who's listening to podcast, but you can really think about when you're competing, you want to have as much muscle as you can, of course, but also lose as much body fat as you can. So you're really starving to death to really unhealthy body fat levels just with more muscle, but you're still starving.
Mhm.
Of course, nobody's forcing you. You said by yourself that you want to do it, but it is what it is. You're
Yeah.
starving. You're really, really starving because you don't have any body fat left. And of course, you can starve.
Yeah.
You have hunger, but you guys need to put in the work, in the training, in the meal prep.
But
At
what I was telling
work-
somebody too, like prep is very liberate. Like when you make it through prep, it's very liberating. Like it feels like once you make it through one, it feels great. And we kind of like sometimes don't realize how important it is to go through some hard stuff. Like I was saying somebody I was saying today we're gonna go through the suck. Like sometimes you got to go through the suck to like see how good other things are and like too like I realized too like going through prep is like yo this is something I just want to do and not even like for me it's not even like over the world crazy but it's something I want to do and just me doing it kind of showed me like yo this is something because I read something one time where like bodybuilding prep is the closest thing to like how it feels to be starving like you're not actually starving
Yes.
but it's like the closest thing you can be to starving
I mean, it's like, it's not like, but kind of like anorexia. But
Yeah,
with
it is.
more muscle.
Yeah, and so
Still
it
very
like
unhealthy
those things,
in this.
and so when you feel that feeling, yes, it sucks. But then once you get food again, you become more grateful for food. I'm saying sometimes people overeat, but you become more grateful for the food you get to get. Like you enjoy your meal. Like you don't try to just shove it down anymore
Yes.
because you're like, oh man, I want to enjoy this because I know if I start prep again, I can't even have this. So it kind of like it's liberating because it kind of like helps you become more grateful for things. Like the energy you have, the sleep you get, like. You don't people. I don't think people understand how different the sleep is from off season versus prep. It is insane.
I mean, your
It is
whole life
insane.
changes. From the outside, it just looks like, okay, you're doing your cardio, you're eating less and everything, but your whole body feels different in prep and in the
Yeah,
off season, especially at
yeah,
the end of prep. And also, being really thankful or grateful for the food is a
yeah,
big thing. I really notice every time, because in the off season, I just put my food down. You know,
hmm,
regular listeners or watchers gonna remember I used to really force feed this off season, like the last month. I was really force feeding, and now my appetite is going up. I don't have really hunger or energy problems or something, but I enjoy my meals again. I really,
hmm,
I'm thinking now about 250 grams of cod and 250 grams of broccoli or something,
hmm.
and I looking forward to it. In
Yeah.
the off season,
You get
uh,
tired of it.
yeah,
You get tired of it in the
yo,
off
I would
season.
just think about it and okay, I was almost puking. But
Yeah.
now I really enjoy again my food, and
Yeah. And I think also too, like with prep too, your food timing is so important too. Like missing like a meal by like 20, 30 minutes could make your day horrible. Like
yeah,
it's so important to get those meals in when you're supposed to get them in because like you miss a meal in prep, like now is a headache. Now is like insane amounts of hunger. Like just because you missed that one meal, but like you said, you look forward to it so much. Like I'm so happy to eat on like because I used to try to eat like every 2 to 2.5 hours when I'm in prep, and I'd be so happy when that time comes. Like I'd be like, oh man, I can't wait for these like next 30 minutes to pass by so I can eat again. You know?
I'm not at this point yet, but I will be for sure.
Yeah,
But
you will. Yeah,
yeah, there's like a really small grade of perfectness in
yeah.
this food situation. At this point, I would maybe like to have a little bit more food, but
Hmm.
I really like how flat my stomach feels, how my digestion is good. I don't need to shit 5 times a day because I'm not in the off season and not eat a lot of food.
Yeah,
It's also, I mean, if you eat more food, you will most likely
Black,
go
yeah,
more to the toilet. In prep, this is more easy.
yeah. 100%. Yeah.
And
It's
also,
easier. It's easier but harder, and like they both got their pros
yeah,
and cons.
I
They
like
both do.
I like the
Yeah,
aspect that I don't need to meal prep that much. Food is less expensive because you're not
yeah,
eating so much. It's there are different points that prep is really good, but
yeah,
if you really get to the point where you're really craving and starving and your energy level is so low that you really get a 45 plate and you can barely lift it anymore, you
yeah,
know, at this point everything gets really hard and you need to push. But
yeah,
after you finish prep, and this is also what I told you back in the day when you started, it feels like the sun is going up again.
yeah, yeah. It
It
did.
really
Yeah,
feels like, because you didn't eat carbs for, or a lot of carbs for weeks,
yeah,
and now you're getting carbs into the system. This only simple thing, carbohydrates, can make your mood so much better. It's crazy.
yeah. And yeah, it did. It really did. I remember when we went to Austria because I had went like 3 weeks with no carbs,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, we after we did check in, you told me I could eat my cream of rice. I was so happy. I was
Was
such
it
a
was it
happy.
after making weight?
Yes, I
Yeah.
was such a happy person. Just on a little bit of carbs, and it was only like 40 grams of cream of rice.
It's the same thing. I mean, I came back from training back. It was an intense workout, and I
Mhm.
thought about, okay, I'm gonna start the podcast with Gray. I need to I need to do cardio. Should I eat in between or not? And then my heart rate started to go up. I started sweating, so I knew, okay, I needed to eat some carbs because my blood sugar dropped.
Yeah,
And I just ate 40 grams of cream of rice and 20 grams of whey and some oh, I don't know how it's called, like dry beef, more like beef jerky something.
yeah,
Yeah. And then it was all cool. It's just 40
it's perfect.
grams, not even 40 grams of carbs. It's
Yeah,
like
it's perfect, man. It's
30
like
epis.
yeah. But yeah, it's like you kind of like love the simple things. Like you get to the point you see like the simple things really matter, like they really do. Like just something as simple as carbs. Like just that small of a thing makes your day. Like you like, and I never been like I remember like people all be like, oh, why do you eat so many times? And I'm like, bro, do you see what I'm eating? Like I'm barely eating anything.
Like a bit of fish and a bit of veggies, like five
Like,
times a day. But how
yeah,
much
like
calories? I mean,
dude, this is like 1,500 calories, and I eat 6 times already.
but
Like, what you
this is really also something that if you start with the sport and your whole surrounding doesn't know what you do,
Mhm.
they really keep asking that. It's not in your
Yeah,
case, but it's really common, and I
yeah.
get the question a lot, or like I really hear it a lot. At the
Yeah,
end,
'cause I
people,
remember.
normal people, they don't really understand how it works to build muscle or
Yeah.
lose fat. I mean, it's
Hmm.
so simple. The smartest people, doctors, whatever, lawyers, they don't understand that it's about calorie intake and calorie
Hmm.
outtake, and you need
Yeah.
to do a certain amount of activity every day, eat unprocessed foods, eat enough protein, eat enough healthy fats, eat your veggies. I mean, it's so basic, but they really don't get it.
Yeah.
But why? I can't get my head around it because those people, some of them are so intelligent.
Hmm.
And I really mean it, they are really intelligent. Why do they don't get it? Because they're lazy, they just don't wanna get their head into the nutrition part or something? Or they just gonna ignore it. What is it?
I think sometimes even it's just like people don't even know, like, because I've been talking. I told my mom when I come, because I remember the first time I was in prep, I went home to see my parents, and they thought it was crazy that I was like eating so much, even though I wasn't eating much at all. Like I was in prep, so we were probably like 6 weeks out from my first comp,
So
and yeah,
not
like
not a
I was
lot.
eating a lot.
Not a
But I
lot.
think they just saw how many times I was going to eat. But I told my mom this time when I come home, I'm gonna make her and my dad meals. I'm gonna make all of their meals and stuff like that, you know. And I'm gonna make sure they eating properly because like I know for a lot of time, like even my dad doesn't eat a lot during the day. So he eats like 1 or 2 times throughout the
A lot
day.
of coffee.
He does a coffee in the morning, he does breakfast, and then he'll eat a lunch, and then he'll maybe eat like dinner later on in the night. But
Yeah, but
it's not like sufficient meals because he always told me he had a headache. So I told my mom when I come home, I think I'm home for 3 weeks, and I'm gonna make their meals every day. Like I told him I'm just
so
gonna
you're
make their
gonna
meals.
cook the whole family meals.
Yeah. I'm gonna do
Good
everything
son.
for them. Yeah, so I'm just gonna make sure that they get the nutrients they need, like
Yes.
fruit, vegetables, like because like I tell people, like you should try to have some type of fruit or vegetable in every meal. Like if you
Yeah.
can't get into everyone, but at least the majority of them, because you get the fruits to help you not crave sugar. They got antioxidants, all of this stuff in there, and then you got vegetables, good fiber, they help your digestive
Also
system.
vitamins.
Yeah, so many vitamins and stuff. And then what I want to do is take my parents, like my parents go eat, we go for a walk or something like that. Just teach them a habit like that. Like,
Like,
yo,
like
let's just
just
go for a
just
walk.
teaching them good habits and that it tastes good if you prepare it nicely.
100%. You
Yeah.
know, because I think like even Verena. So me and Verena been because Verena didn't do anything. She didn't care about bodybuilding at all
Yes.
when we her first date started dating, and now she cares about it a lot. So she's up like
But
I think she's up like 9 kilos since like last year.
but do
So
you need to care about bodybuilding to just enjoy healthy food and look for
not at
your
all. Not
protein
at all.
intake?
Not at all. Not at all. It's just more of a health thing. It
Yeah.
should be more of
Yeah.
just a health thing because
Definitely.
you want less body fat is healthier for you. Like not extremely low, but like having like a
Not
lower.
excessive loads
Yeah,
like
yeah,
most people have at
a
this
hundred
point.
percent. Yeah. So you just need to maintain your body fat, like and just like maintain the level of body fat you have, and keep some type of activity. And I tell people like if you are a type of person that actively walks every day and you eat somewhat decent, like 80% of your food is like quality, healthy food, you don't even have to go to the gym. You can stay active by walking or running and
Best
eat healthy
case
and use your food.
is weight training, really.
Yeah, well, I'm saying
Also
weight training
to
helps a lot. It does.
also for older people,
It expedites it.
it's so important. You don't need to train 5 times a week, but
Yeah,
train 1 2 times a week, full body, you will be good.
yeah,
And it's not about muscle building in for aesthetic reasons, just to keep your bone structure, to
bone
keep your body
density. Yeah.
function. I mean, you see a lot of old people, unfortunately, falling down
Hmm.
and breaking their their upper
hips
leg
and
or something,
yeah, yeah,
and they never recover from it because their bones are not able to really.
sustain it. Yeah,
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 yeah.
they
If
don't have
just
no bone
you
density.
fall one
Yeah,
time and you're fucked.
yeah,
And I also try to say to my parents and like eat more protein, please get your food
yeah.
right. My dad is listening. The best thing, my dad was also, he was bodybuilding, I think, but he never
Hmm.
competed or so. And
Yeah,
he had a really good physique. I always looked up to him when I started, and it was also a nice point at time when I surpassed him. Physique
yeah,
wise, it was really nice for me, a really nice moment. But he also tried to get more protein down back then and eat veggies and just eyeball it.
yeah.
And I was I was in Spain, as you know, and my dad visited me for a week with his girlfriend, and
Hmm.
I saw what they're eating, and I was like, okay, got 50 grams of protein a day.
Hmm.
So, do you really think this is a good idea? Because at the end, I want them to be long on this earth,
100%. Yeah,
and live
yeah.
as long as they can. But if you don't eat protein, your body don't have enough like building blocks to keep your muscle,
Yeah, 100%.
and
Yeah,
it gets worse with the age, for
yeah,
sure.
because you lose more mostly. Yeah, so yeah, I think a lot of times it's just like people don't pay attention to what they eat and stuff like that. Like I know, like a lot of people think like, oh, I'm eating a salad, I'm eating healthy. Like yeah, a salad could be healthy if you getting the right amount of nutrients throughout the day. Like eating a salad will help assist you because it got like nutrients and fiber. But if that's the only thing you eat a day, it's really not helping you.
If you eat
It's not gonna help
McDonald's
you at
all
all.
day and one salad,
Yeah.
ah, that's not how it's meant.
Yeah. So
But
I think like it's just like about giving the knowledge because like when I go home, that's what I want to do. I just want to give my parents the knowledge, and I'm gonna tell my mom like, here go a meal plan, like that y'all can follow, and like meal plan, training plan. You don't have to work out every day, but like give yourself like every Tuesday, Thursday, y'all go work out.
yeah,
Just do these workouts. And if they need to, they can send me a video, and I can help them correct it and
yeah.
everything. But
my
this is
my
stuff y'all
brother
should do.
came into my coaching for half a year because of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I built the base with him, and now he's really into bodybuilding. It's crazy.
Yeah, I see them all the time. Yeah.
So
But yeah, like that's the thing, because it's more than just like being muscular and everything. It's about longevity, like you say, like
yes,
you want to be
yes,
around for long.
yes.
It's about like living a healthy lifestyle.
Of course, competitive bodybuilding, especially enhanced, is not healthy, and also the last phases of prep when you're not enhanced is also not healthy. But overall, eating right, doing your cardio, doing your activity, doing your weight training is very healthy. So,
Yeah,
but I also think that like the most of the society is also going one way or the other.
hmm,
There are people who really overeat and do snacks and really eat processed and too much calories overall. That's why the population gets more obese every year. But other people are under eating a lot and
yeah,
also not with enough protein. And that's also a bad thing. So
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I think because I think a lot of people don't understand like because you got this one side where they saying like, oh, to lose because they're telling people like one thing that always makes me upset is like people be like, oh, you need to eat less to lose weight. And I'm like, yes, that is true. You do need to eat less, but if you eat too less, it's not helping you. Like you need to like if you burning 3,000 calories a day, if you eating 2,800, you still can lose weight. You don't need to eat 1,200 to lose weight. You know?
if you have a too high deficit, you're probably gonna lose muscle.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then
You're
you're
gonna lose
just
muscle
gonna
and your
get
body
skinny
gonna store
fat.
fat.
And
Your
if
body gonna store fat.
you don't you don't do weight training and just cardio also, you're just gonna burn your muscle
Yeah,
with that.
yeah, that's it. You
But
know, and I think people don't understand there's so much that just training alone can help, like
yes,
blood high blood pressure. Training can help with that.
yeah,
Training can help with in men erectile dysfunction. Training can help with depression. Like all of this stuff, it helps with so many things
yes,
because you get
reducing
your body
stress.
to Yeah, stress, your body gets to start, your blood flow starts to go get better. You know, just cardio, getting on a treadmill, walking incline treadmill helps out a lot of people, you know,
Sure.
like in so many different areas. It gives you time to think, like to exert some energy instead of just sitting around, you know. It doesn't have
Also,
to be complicated. It just needs to be something just needs to be done.
also one part of the basic is like fluid intake. How
Hmm.
much do you drink a day? And most people are drinking a coffee or a lot of coffee maybe, and that's probably the only thing they drink a day.
Yeah.
Some water, maybe
Yeah.
some Coke also. And they're drinking 1.5 liters max sometimes, especially people who are not involved in any kind of sport,
Hmm.
like general populations. And we are bodybuilders, we're checking our blood work so frequently because we're paranoid and thinking, okay, this could harm our body. I mean, it is good that you check it, you should check it, but a lot of people in the general population, they have very bad blood markers.
Hmm.
Very bad blood markers, but they don't check it.
And you know, in
And
America, I
if you
know in
don't know
America,
it, you don't have it.
I know in America it's common for it's becoming better. It's getting better, but for a while it was common for men to not even like going to the doctor though.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, so
Yeah,
like
it was way further with the blood work. Going to the
yeah,
doctor at the first place is a big thing.
100%. Yeah. So you know, like people not scared. They don't even know when they have something wrong with them because they just don't like going to the doctor. You know, like it was
No,
just a thing. Like, oh, as a man, you shouldn't go to the
they,
doctor, which I think is
for
crazy.
example, they have a bad cord like for weeks, and then they start spitting blood and everything, and then they might think about, okay, maybe going to the doctor
Mhm.
or something. It they only go to the doctor if something really bad happens sometimes,
Yeah.
and this is just late.
Too late. Yeah.
But also the medical system is not designed to prevent.
Yeah.
It's just you go there when you have a problem.
Hmm.
But prevention is something we do. Of
At
course,
home.
not competition, just lifestyle. Doing your
Yeah.
training, nutrition, everything. This is definitely injury prevention and health problem prevention. Because a
Mhm.
lot of health problems that the society have um, is like heart related or blood pressure or diabetes or whatever. And this is most of those things you can really push down with exercising and everything.
Hmm.
It's not rocket science, but if you look for magazines or something, not hardcore body magazines, of course, but women magazines or something, there's always on the title a new diet,
Yeah.
a new diet hack or whatever, and they just don't understand it.
Yeah.
It
'Cause you gotta eat because literally you can eat the same, like not the same thing, but you can find what your body is what I want to say. Exactly what your body needs. All it's about is just finding exactly what your body needs,
but
you
is
know,
it
because
too
most of the time we get,
complicated?
huh?
Is it too complicated?
I don't think so.
I really don't think so.
I don't think so at all.
And
It's
if
just
you
about
don't
because most of the
know,
time when we sick, it's just our body missing nutrients. That's all. Like anytime we sick, it's just our body missing some type of
and
nutrient,
stress.
some type of activity. Like activity and nutrients is what our biggest problems are for when we get sick or when we become unhealthy.
And stress, bro. Stress is
Yeah,
also a big thing.
yeah, stress.
Yeah, if you don't know what to do, you can hit me up or Dre. We
We'll help you
are
out.
coaches. I'm full-time coach. Dre's still doing it next to the army. So
Yeah.
if you need help, just hit us up. We can help you for sure. But this is more about general public, of course. Also, there are different problems in bodybuilding. I mean,
Mhm.
health problems we already discussed with the blood markers and high blood pressure and everything. But it's crazy how much people are taking who are not even competing or thinking about competing. I was working at McFit. If you don't know McFit, it's a big brand, most in Germany, but also internationally. Also, yeah, it's also it's the same company that owns Gold's Gym now. A lot of people know Gold's Gym, and people registered there or joined the gym, and 1 week later they're telling me, okay, they hopped on juice, they hopped on this, that, and this and that, and I was like, bro, how's your diet? What are you training? And then he said, okay, chest Monday, Tuesday back, biceps, you know, and those people, they really don't know how it can fuck them up.
Yeah,
I really mean it, because those people, you don't see them 2 months from now. They just disappear and have health problems for sure.
Yeah,
because they just think, okay, it's a quick fix, but there's no quick fix. And also with health, there's no quick fix. You can't take supplement A and you will get the health result you desire. It comes down to different factors. It's not only, okay, eating supplements and tons to get healthy. It's not about that. First is the base: nutrition, recovery, sleep, stress management, training. And after that, there comes supplements, super supplements, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's pretty simple. It's pretty, really, yeah. It's really
Yeah,
simple.
we always gotta build a foundation first. Like, it's always about the foundation. Yeah, if you got a sloppy foundation, the house gonna fall, like always. So it's all about like taking care of the little things that we can't control right now. Like, what is the most simple thing? Like, okay, like you said, eating. Like, what am I eating every day? Like, am I eating a lot of sugar? Can I replace this sugar with something, you know? Because I think that's another thing too. Like, so many people can eat a lot processed sugar. Like, they don't even understand. Like, if you take these sodas and replace them with like, you drink 3 sodas a day, replace 2 of them with water and then 1 with a no sugar soda, you know? And then if you eating like a snack that is full of sugar, why don't you replace that with like something else that you like that has less sugar, and they'll start losing weight right there, you know, like, because they omitted all that processed sugar.
Yeah, it's maybe just also not trying to change everything immediately.
Yes, 100%.
Just doing it step by step. Okay, this week I'm gonna increase my steps a day. Next week I'm gonna increase my training a day, a frequency or whatever. And then you just, okay, I might sleep half an hour more next week. So it's about implementing those things step by step. And also maybe talking with someone about it.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it with a coach, maybe talk with your partner, talk with your friend. It's really important to involve someone to maybe also get you kind of motivated, or when you struggle, you have someone to talk with.
Yeah, and maybe y'all keep each other accountable, you know, maybe both of y'all get better, you know?
I started this journey because I had a bet with a friend, and we were betting, okay, if you're gonna start now, we started 1st of February. If we're gonna start now, who has the better body in the summer? And it was a tie at the end, because we're both small and had a six-pack, but it was a tie. But we pushed ourselves.
Yeah.
We really pushed ourselves, and it was so fun doing it with somebody. So maybe if you're watching this and you're maybe a little bit overweight, or you just want to lose some fat, get yourself someone who also has the same problem, and motivate each other.
Yeah.
Maybe get a workout partner. Maybe the workout is not perfect for both of you, but with the fun, you will make way more progress than if you would have a perfectly designed training program.
Yeah, and I think people, like, even if you don't want to invest into a coach that'll keep you accountable, and you want the most basic information, like, people can use Chat GPT for that. Like, you can literally look up Chat GPT and ask them. Like, they'll give you the most basic stuff that you can start with. Like, foundation. You know, that's the most honest thing. Like, even they'll give you. I'm saying, don't take exactly what they say. Like, do a little research too, but they could help you get a solid basis. Like, you know, I mean, you can, meal plan or something like that. You know,
you say, okay, I'm 175 tall. I weigh 80 kilos. I train 3 times a day, 3 times a week. Do 3 sessions of cardio, 20 minutes a week. What is my calorie intake? And you get a number, you get macros if you ask ChatGPT, and then you're just gonna start eating those calories
Mm-hmm.
and those macronutrients. And then you're just gonna do it for 2 weeks. Easy, you don't need to change anything, you're just gonna do it for 2 weeks.
Yep.
And then you're gonna see how your body reacts. Are you losing weight? Are you gaining weight? Is your weight staying? Is your training performance going up? Is your training performance going down? How is your sleep? How is your well-being? How's your digestion and everything? And if it goes the right way, but the scale doesn't go the right way that you want, it's really difficult because a lot of people focus so much on the weight, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
For example, you want to lose body fat and you start with a meal plan and a training plan. Your physique looks better, you're progressing in the gym, but the weight stays or goes up. What's more important, the physique or the weight?
Definitely physique.
Yes.
Definitely physique. Because if you're burning body fat, it could be turned into muscle. I'm saying it usually don't happen super fast, but that could be the exact thing. Like your body using that fat, it burning that fat and turn like helping you build muscle with it, you know?
At when you first start and you're in a deficit and you first start weight training, you will most likely build muscle even though you're in a deficit.
Newbie game.
And no, it doesn't only happen on steroids. There are different things. It happens when you first start, most likely. It can also happen when you have a bigger break, for example with an injury or a time off. Then you could also body recomp and like gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. And also when you're on juice. Definitely. This can help as well. But when you just start, you're gonna make progress for sure.
100%.
You're tired. You're still waking up at 3:30 or so?
No. I wake up at like 5:30 to 6 now.
That's late for you.
Yeah, it is, yeah. So yeah, I go to the gym. I used to go to the gym in the evening now.
Since a few weeks?
Since 3 weeks I think. I've been
Why
going
did you change to a normal person?
because I got bored at going in the morning.
You got bored because nobody's in there.
I'm saying people started coming earlier, but sometimes I like to switch it up. Until I get it, like my off season, I switch it up. When I get in prep, I usually stay on the same one because I don't like to switch it up too much. But on my off season, I'm just trying to figure out now what works best for me. So when I get in prep, I know what I want to stay with.
What's your feeling? Having more food in is better or less?
Less.
Less?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't know. Like I'm saying I really don't. I'm saying I used it before I go in. Well, I would say less. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't even know because I know before I go to the gym, I do get a meal in. Like I get when I used to go in the morning, I used to wake up a little bit earlier, get a meal in, wait an hour, and then I go to the gym. So I get a meal in, go shower, then I go to the gym.
Okay, so you get a meal in.
Yeah.
I think with 1 or 2 meals in, for me, it's a sweet spot.
Yeah.
Because then my digestion is still going nicely. I'm not too full or something, but I have enough energy to perform. Sometimes being too full of food is also hindering your progress.
Oh yeah,
Because
100%.
maybe you have problems breathing or yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like training too full either. I hate it.
Wife, you get censored.
Hello, Jazzy.
No. No, don't look at my wife. All those creeps here who are watching this. I know you.
Watch out.
Watch out.
We coming for you.
Yes. We find your address and then we're gonna teach you how to bodybuild. No, just kidding. But I mean, sometimes we as bodybuilders, we're also getting too much in our head.
Mm-hmm.
And when people ask questions, starters, sometimes for us it's like a nonsense question to ask
Yeah.
that, but for other people those are really valid questions. When you have a client who just starts training, when does questions get annoying for you? Can they ask you anything?
I'm saying for the most part, yeah. I really don't get upset about the question asking. I get upset about I get more upset about effort things. Like I really don't get upset about question things. Like I get upset about like if you trying to commit to do something, why are you not doing it?
Yes.
That's the thing that really annoys me. If we planning to do this together, but I think sometimes I have to scale back because like I can't get mad that they don't want something to the level that I would want them to have it. Like that's the thing that gets me upset though. Like, how could you not give the effort? Like it really makes me upset. Like they can ask me all kind of questions. Like I'm okay with questions. I can answer the questions. Like
You're still
I'm
cool when
not-
they ask you 3 times the same question?
nah, that's too much now. Like three times, like a little too much. Especially if you ask me over text message, like at least scroll back to the text message I wrote you and.
I had athletes who asked me like the same question 3 times a day.
That's
You know
insane.
him. You know him. Daniel Jolaman. Best man.
Oh yeah,
We could bring him in the English podcast if you want to.
yeah, sure.
He talks English really good, and yes, he asked me 3 times the same question, and it was a few times, but he's a really nice dude, and he turned
Yeah.
pro last year. So
Yeah, he did.
I prepped him for the GNBF, where he took second a few years ago, and now he won the overall and turned pro.
Oh
At
damn.
the age of 22.
Yeah, he's young. He's still
21 or
young.
22,
21. I think 21.
21, yes. I
think
prepped
21.
him when he was 19 the first time.
Yeah.
Yes, he's pretty young. We can bring him in the podcast
Yeah, we can.
next
Yeah.
time, or I will text him. It's
Yeah.
a good idea.
I think he'll be down.
It will be nice.
Yeah.
Daniel lost 35 kilos or so in his first
Yeah.
prep.
But the first time, yeah.
He had a horrible off-season form, and he got also a lot of heat for having this off-season form, and that he never gonna bring it to the stage and lose it and whatever. And then he's getting accused of steroids because
Yeah, I know it now. Yeah,
you
now
know?
he is. Yeah.
Nope. Because
Yeah.
first they say, yo, you're never gonna do it, then he does it, then bro, steroids.
He's a hard worker though. That's all it is.
He's a hard worker.
He's a very hard
Did
worker.
you see how he lifts?
Yeah.
It's no joke.
Yeah. I know. I
Strong as
watch.
fuck. He's
We talk to each
strong.
other. We talk to each other sometimes.
Yes,
Yeah.
best man.
Yeah.
We're bringing in the podcast
Okay.
for sure. Now we need to replace Rene a bit, just a bit,
Renee. Yeah. Damn.
man. But I don't
I
think
think-
that we can replace Rene.
No, not Renee. No. I don't think we're gonna place either one of y'all. I
It
think.
will
I
be
think.
less screaming.
Yeah.
It will be less screaming with Costa and Rene. Yes,
We still got Costner. Yeah. He'll take care of that.
he will take care of the fun factor and the screamer factor.
Yeah. I think it was so funny that day he came into the podcast and he was on his phone. I don't know why that was so funny to me.
Was it last time?
It was like not the last time, but the time before that.
Bro, I really mixed the podcast up. We have them 2 times a week.
Yeah.
This week 3 times. Some are in German, some are in English. And with the same people almost. Only
Yeah.
you and Philip change in the German and English ones. And I really lost track about what I talked about in which podcast with Costa and Rene. It's crazy. Same with the competitions. When I've been to competitions every weekend, I lost track on with who I talked on what show. It's crazy because maybe I'm just a little bit,
Too busy.
yeah, or I'm just bad at remembering. So it could also be it.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. But
Yeah.
I forgot the birthday of my father a few years ago. So I'm really bad at remembering things.
You gotta put it in
I
their calendar,
remember
bro.
some random bodybuilding things, but dates or names I have really problems with.
You gotta put it in your calendar.
I did. I also note a lot of things because I would forget them. My phone is full of notes.
Yeah. Yeah, mine too. Yeah, I got a lot of notes. Yeah, insane amount of notes.
I really think it's crazy when people can remember almost everything out of their head. Like Rene.
Yeah.
You ask him something and he thinks about it, and he remembers. I can't do it.
Yeah,
But if you're organized, you can do a really good job
Yeah.
as well.
100%.
You don't
Yeah.
need to know everything out of your head, I think. That was also a hard part for me studying back in the day. I really needed to force learn.
Yeah.
I really had trouble with holding things. in relation to other things, I don't have problems. But strict learning and remembering, it's like vocabulary. I was never the best in school in languages.
Mm-hmm.
I learned the basics in English in school, but after that, I really learned to speak, for example, with you or with other people.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
don't
why
really
better with
learn how to, huh?
It's better with practice. Like
Yes.
when you actually doing it, because we were just talking about it today. One of my guys that worked for me, he was talking about how he used to know stuff, and then like as soon as he stopped doing it, he just forgot all of it. And I was like, yeah, like we forget stuff when we don't come like repeat it, like do repetitions in it, you know.
I had French for 7 years in school.
Mm-hmm.
For 7 years, and I can barely say anything now. I understand a lot of things, but
You gotta get you some French friends now.
huh?
You gotta get you some French friends now. Start talking to them.
French fries? Did you say yes?
French friends.
French fries. Okay, yes, I will do.
Yeah, get some French fries while you're in prep. Yeah,
I
just
will.
make.
I will get French fries now. I almost breathe in some broccoli. Oh, the cardio gets to me, but I wanted to do half an hour, but I did one.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. So, want to talk about something else, or want to just have a quick podcast here for today?
I think this is good.
I think also this is good. I hope next time Costa will be there, and yes, I think next time we have a guest or the.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
the
on the
time
10th. Yeah.
Nice. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward, and I wish you a nice day. And also for the viewers, thanks you for watching. And I hope you don't mind too much that we just did the podcast alone. I hope you enjoy it as well, and see you next week. Bye bye.